Okay, this video is for the H's and Y's. This is power. We'll watch power plays first. So we're running power to the left. This guy's a 6, so we should be calling this guy as a guy we're blocking. There should be a Ted double team here working up to that backer. Okay, looks like that happened. Marlo, we're too high. We don't need you to run into the back of Alton. I'd like for you to, I don't want you to turn and run. I want you to shuffle down and try to get down on this guy's hip. We're just too high. You do get up to the backer and you U him out, which is excellent. So we can run inside of this guy, and that's what we should do. You do a good job getting up to the backer. We just need to be lower and trying to punch the hip on this guy if we can. Okay, and all game long, you do a fantastic job running your feet through blocks and trying to finish it. And that's stuff that you really can't coach. That just comes from the want. And it's really impressive to see that out of you. Birkin, this kick out block could be a lot better. You are tight, but you're too high. You need it. Your head should be down here. Okay. You are just way too high on this block. Okay. You could definitely be a lot lower, and there could be a kick out here. Okay. We're just too high. Okay. Same thing here. We got a 6. We should be blocking down to the backer here. Now, I don't know why we made that guy. I don't know. This is before we made the determination that you are the guy that makes the call. So you're just doing the best that you can and blocking this guy by yourself. It should not be this guy. Now on this base block by yourself, your hand should be inside. Okay, you see how your hand's on the shoulder there? It should be on the numbers here. You do a good job pinning him in and understanding where the play is going. And you pin that guy inside, which is excellent, but we should really adjust this where we're blocking down. Okay. Birkin, let's watch from this view on your kick out if we have a good view of it. Okay, you're kicking out one guy wider. Okay, we need to do a better job at breaking our feet down here on this open field block. Okay, you're way too high, and that's why he's able to throw you off. He's underneath you. You need to drop down, settle your feet, nice wide base, get underneath this guy, roll your hips and drive, but you're running your feet. You do push him to the ground, but your initial block could be a lot better. Okay, we determined that this guy's the kick out guy for some reason. We blocked down on him, which is interesting. Once again, I think we're kind of screwing that up. And we figured that out later on in the game. But that should not be the kick out guy. But Birkin, you do the best that you can with what you got. I like to see you maintain this block a little bit more. And once again, have a wider base. Don't just let go of this guy thinking you have him. Okay, lay on top of him. Go down to the ground with that guy. Take him down to the ground. Don't just assume you're going to be able to throw a guy to the ground. Okay. So Marla, same thing with you. We got to be lower on our initial contact here. Okay, we have to be lower on this initial contact here. We're just way too high. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell from this view here. So here I feel like we finally kick out the right guy. Same thing. I would just be nice. I mean, Alton's a big, strong guy, and he's able to kind of throw this guy over in his gap by himself. Once again, you're just too high. And I'd like you to help punch this guy in the hip. Don't just put your hand, do not put your hand on Alton. You putting your hand on Alton, you could just push him right off the block, which is what we don't need that. We don't need you pushing him off the block, okay? Um, I do like how you work up to the next level, Marlo. Okay, once again, I like your nasty intentions for trying to drive the guy to the ground. Okay, Birkin watching you. Okay, you're hopping again, kind of like a bunny. I'd like to see you run with a flat back into that guy's hip, which is too high. Okay, you are running your feet now, but against someone that's better, you're not going to be able to just to throw this guy to the outside. He's not going to let you do that. Right now, you just need to stay like you are with a flat back, running straight up field, and then turning that guy out and punching him with your shoulder. Okay. You're not going to be able to do that against bigger and better teams. Okay. Yep. Marlo, that guy just dives inside so you can leave him. You work up to the FBI. Now his head is underneath you when he makes contact. Okay. It's under your chin. I want that to be the other way around. Okay. I've seen your squat. I know you can get nice and low. You need to widen those legs out big time and you need to get your head underneath his chin strap because that guy's able to get extension and get you off this block here. Okay. You need to get underneath him and get your hands on the inside so he doesn't stonewall you like this. Okay. So we could be better there with our block. Same thing here, Birkin. I want to see you with flat back. You do get on the inside, which is great. You do exactly what you're supposed to with in terms of where your body is positioned, but you could be a lot lower. You're just way too high. I want your helmet underneath his chin, ideally I want you down by his hip. And this is starting to kind of lead into the reason why this guy's running upfield and now he's punching you big time right in the face because you're way too high. See, now he's delivering the blow on you instead of the other way around. Okay. Eventually you win the battle just because of how strong you are, but against someone that's bigger and stronger than you, okay, you're gonna get manhandled here. You have to be way lower. Okay. Look at your stance here. This is not a good stance for a kick out. You need to be a lot lower when you do this. Okay. He almost makes the tackle. So Marlo watching you get to the inside of the kick out block guy. I'd like to see you try to rip by him in case he wants to try to get hands on you. Just dip that outside shoulder as you rip inside so he can't get a good punch on you, but you get to your linebacker, which is great. I like to see you get more in front of him. Try to attack that inside number as you him out. That way you're not just on a shoulder and you really can't get a good push. You get enough of a push here, which is good, but try to get more on that inside half so you can U him out. Okay. Let's watch truck here. Probably going to be better from this view. I have determined. Okay, so that guy's the 6 technique, Marlo. And so you go down to the 4, and that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Once again, you're just way too high. I like to see you try to get your head across. And with you being so high, this guy's able to get a good punch on you, and so kind of throws you off your course a little bit. If you stay lower with the flat back down to this guy trying to get your head across, that'll help. Well, I've talked to Ife. Ife should not be blocking this guy. Ife should be pulling because you're blocking down on this 4 technique. So that's on Ife there. Okay. Now Birkin watching you getting out here to the corner. Okay, you do a nice job. Start breaking your feet down. Okay. Now just look at your hands though. Okay, your hands are to the outside. You need to bring your hands close together and you need to shoot your hands inside so you can get a better block on them. Okay. So once again, Marley, you're just a little too high. I want you to stay on that guy though. If that's your guy, stay on him. Okay, Ife's wrong here. You're doing the right thing. Stay on your guy. Okay, you don't need to work out to somebody else. If that's the guy you're supposed to block there. Um, at the end of the day, I think you're just being a football player and you're saying, hey, I know someone else is blocking him, so I can go try to find somebody else. But Ife's wrong here. I want you to not never question who you're supposed to go to or have any distrust. So if that's the guy you're supposed to block, then block him. Okay, Birkin watching you. I like your path. You get up, you attack his inside shoulder, and you drive him out. And you do exactly what you're supposed to do. Okay, thankfully our guy is just really fast and can get outside. But you're doing exactly what you need to do. Okay, this looks better here. Okay, you roll your hips. You are lower here, Marlo, which is good. You could be even lower. Once again, I want your head underneath his chin strap. Have that be your aiming point. Am I getting that? Do I feel the top of my helmet getting under this guy's chin strap? That's what we want to try to aim to do. Okay. Now you have a nice wide base. Your hands are fantastic. So you're driving that guy, um, which is all great. That's exactly what you should be doing. Okay, Birkin watching you. You're doing a good job. That guy kind of runs into you. That's good, but your guy is the corner, so you do the right thing, get into the corner. Just same thing. Try to break your feet down. So try to break down here. Break down, break down, break down. Get your hands inside. Once again, you're kind of like you're you're not bringing any force. You're not generating your force through anything. You're just kind of body checking this guy and not generating. Your hands are the point where all your force is generated through. It's kind of like the turret of a tank. Okay. Um, if a tank doesn't have a turret, all that power that it has shooting its weaponry just goes nowhere because it's not directed at anything. So your hands are your turret. Okay. That is where it's all the force from your hips. It's directed through your hands. So once you get your hands latched on the guy, that is now the point where you are focusing your force through him. So you need to get your hands inside to generate that force instead of just kind of flailing them to the side. So you need to get your hands to the inside. Let's watch a couple counters here. So Birkin, I thought you were a lot better getting fast in the hole and staying tight. Okay, and you're picking up the first ugly jersey in the hole. One thing I told Burke as well, just once we get up into the hole, we need to try to settle our feet down a little bit so we don't run by any guys that we need to block. Okay, here, same thing. We're skipping up and through the hole. Now we're running it to Marlowe's side. So Marlowe, you should be doubling with with Alton. His guy slants inside, so you work up to the backer. And then once again, you could attack that inside half of him and try to U him out. You're too high. Okay, I don't think we get our hands inside, and he kind of punches you back a little bit here. Let's watch from this angle. See, right there. This is not a good position. You need to get your helmet under his chin strap. You need to get your hands inside. Okay, you do a nice job running your feet, which is good, but your initial contact could be way better. Okay, Birkin watching you skip pulling up through the hole. You get there. Okay, now this is where I say you should look inside just in case. So right here, as you get through, you should look inside for anything that might be coming. Okay, and really, we should maybe be picking up this guy instead of this safety, because we should be looking inside. Okay, because really this ball should have been ran right in here. So this guy would have been a bigger threat. Okay, but he bounces it, and he should not have, and we yelled at him for it. He should be following your butt right here. And so you blocking this guy is not as dangerous as this guy would be if the running back ran the ball where it should be going. You need to look inside for anyone flowing over the top on counter when you're leading up and through the hole. Okay, we run it away from Marlowe here. So Birkin watching you come up through the hole. We got to get around the tackle here. Okay, we got to get around this. Okay, the ball's being ran outside there, so we need to get out there. That's the guy you should be blocking. Okay, and this would have been a touchdown if you would have blocked him. Absolutely 100% would have been a touchdown if you would have blocked this guy. If we would have gotten outside the tackle. Okay, I see what you see, but we just got to know that this is not the window we're trying to run the ball. The window is outside the tackle. And if you got there, that would have been a touchdown. Okay, Marlowe, you do a good job stepping down, wheeling and sealing. Don't let this guy fight over the top. Okay, stay on him. Okay, you skip pull here, Birkin. You're up in the hole. Okay, you do exactly what you're supposed to do. Once again, we should have ran the ball here and not bounce the ball outside. Okay, we should run the ball right off your butt, right down here. Birkin's there. Trent's there. Okay, the ball should be right here instead of running that ball outside. We corrected the kick play, and now Marlowe is the one that's making the kick out call on whenever he's on the play side of power counter kick. So I think that'll definitely help us out this week. Good job, guys. You guys did an excellent job this past game.